39 minutes. Greetings, goddesses, gods. This is another beautiful day in Cleveland. Soul vlogging. Look, the light shines through, right? It's inspiring. I wanted to share a little self-empowering technique for basically self-discovery technique, self-empowering. It's all empowering. And I realize now my goal here and my whole time here, I realize what I'm supposed to do, and hopefully everyone else realizes the same shit. And when you can let your soul shine without being afraid of what you've been through, and stop carrying around all that shit that we carry around, that supposedly all this shit happened to us, and when you realize that you're supposed to help people that been through shit just like you did. That's what the goal. The soul. Shine the soul. But anyway, that's another technique, a different story that we can get into another time. But right now, the most important thing is when you can begin this stuff is the best thing to do is have a conversation with yourself, as I'm doing right now. You might not I did not realize. Well, I did realize, but some people don't realize that they're trying to impress people over here behind this thing. There's really nothing there. So if you could just do this, sit and have a full-blown conversation with yourself out loud. Speak out loud. Speak out loud till it scares you and you say, this don't feel right, but you got to keep doing it, because you're gonna understand, and you're gonna decipher, and you're gonna see who is who up here. Because remember, this don't exist. What really exists is here. This is where real reality is, here. And once you can sit down and conversate with yourself, get it all out. If you gotta write something. If you want to feel inspired to pick up the recorder, do it. But just talk to yourself and just ask questions and just have a full-blown soul conversation, and you will begin to see clearly who is who. You feel? You dig? Are we digging? Yeah, we're digging. Now we're digging far, man. We're going down this hole because I'm tired of it. We're all tired of it. I grew up in the ghettos, right? And the drug dealing and being a loan shark and bullying, and there's a lot of shit going on in there. A lot of fucking negativity, and that's where I've been. Now I'm shining the light for people to say, hey man, we can do this better. There's better ways to do stuff and still do it and still be happy. So have a conversation with yourself. Sit down and ask a question like, how are you doing? Even how are you doing? How are you? Fucking, I'm all right. Now, and really listen to it. Don't do any drugs. Don't take any pills. Just wake up in the morning and start talking to yourself. You don't need to get high, or you don't have to do all this stuff. Those things aren't real. Remember that. That's not real. That's a material 3D reality, but that's not real tea. You understand? This is what's real in here. What's in here? That's real reality. This is not. This is just our projections. Once you can get on that kind of level, now you ask your questions. Hey, how are you? I'm all right. So pay attention to what's righteous and what's putting you down. What's complimenting you, and what's saying that that's not right, or we can't. Any of those ego, you see, because the ego's afraid of that. Whoa, I don't have a job no more? What the fuck? Fuck you. See, now that was fuck you. That's a stern ego, right? That's a stern ego. That's the healthy ego. It's just telling the ego to sit down. So the ego is actually telling the ego to sit the fuck down by saying fuck. Because fuck would be like an anger word, like fucking, you know what I mean? Like, but then again, if you're in a bedroom with somebody, fuck could be a cosmic fucking eccentric word, right? So have a conversation with yourself and listen to who's talking. Is it the higher self, or is it the mind, you know? Or is it the devil, or is it God? Okay? You know, is it the heart or the mind? Right here is where it all counts. If you actually catch yourself saying, man, you shouldn't smoke this no more. But here it go. But then again, ego's like, yep. Or whatever. Drink, whatever the case may be. The ego's like, yep, we sure will, won't we, buddy? I got you. That's the ego. And you're already fucking fucked the rest of the day, because your higher self's like, oh, I guess we don't want to take care of ourselves. Selves. What does that say? Selves. Listen. Selves. What is a cell to begin with? If you were to break us down microscopically, we're tiny little cells. Collaborating or conglomerate. A conglomerate. We're all together to create this body and to create what we want to see. So once we can decipher that heart and mind, it's basically it all comes down to heart and mind, you know, or the moon and the sun, however you want to look at it. Just look at it all these different ways. Look every angle, every single angle you can look at. Yeah, and I guarantee you that you'll start to see and realize who's who. And then you become empowered, because now you begin to like yourself, the actual physical being. So try that. Try all these things. Try question yourself and speak out loud. Talk out loud. Get used to hearing what's speaking inside, not this, you know, this shell or whatever you want to call it. But what's actually listening to what's inside and speak it. As I do here, this is just showing me this just gives me the inspiration to actually do it. Even though I do it all day long, I still do it. I'm still talking. I mean, you know, then you get to the point where you're not speaking out loud. Now you're just in your reality, in your world. Walking about your world, whatever your world is, whatever's in there, you live there, but we walk out here. That's some deep shit. So ponder on that. Ponder on all that. Take it with love. Take it with a grain of salt, or whatever the fucking case may be, and ride with it. You know, see where you go. See what you come up with. You come up with some interesting shit, that heart will tell you. I'll tell you that. And why is it? Why the word art is in heart? Again, advanced reality transformation, guys. I don't know how many times I gotta keep. Once you realize that when our job as so-called light workers, we'll just say, when that job is known, you know, when we realize we have to empower or uplift, you know, compliment everyone around us, everyone, because when you do that, you plant seeds of hope, and you compliment someone, and they're like, yeah, that gives them the movement they need, that moving solution they need to move that energy, right? So everyone's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I don't know what's going on. We're here to empower other people. We're here to uplift everything around us. Put the light on to everything. Don't make people angry, because we only speak from here inside. Nobody's going to get angry once you learn how to communicate what's inside. See, that's the messy thing, is make sure it's not this ego, you know, because you scare a lot of people, and you have to learn the correct language and the correct wording. Then people will be like, oh, once you say, you can still be crazy, but the words we use, you know, we gotta be careful of the words we use. We have to say, in my experience, or what I have observed something crazy, you know what I mean? Or what I've read in a book by whoever, you know, you just can't be like, yeah, this is fucking this, you know, and you're lying. It's not the truth. Because you just can't do that. So that's our jobs. Our jobs is to uplift everyone, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And then how you take care of yourself will reflect around you. Okay? So if you're out there at the bars drinking and fucking still claiming all this, you know, whatever, yogi or whatever, but you don't want to be left alone. You know, so you must not like the person you're with. Because you wouldn't probably be going out and drinking trying to get away from it. That's just all what an addiction is trying to get away from yourself. Whether it's sex, masturbation, fucking drinking water. I mean, you know, just an addiction, any kind of addiction. It doesn't matter what it is. Thinking is an addiction, right? Thinking, fucking speaking, listening to the same song over and over and over. These are all things that just rock our brain. I'm like, why? Why does it do that? And again, when you realize all the addictions, all that garbage, drugs, dope, alcohol, cigarettes, sex, all this shit's fake, then we've stepped up into another level of ascension. You know, that's just another level. Like, wow, I really don't need that because it all exists in here still. Nothing ever went away. But it's rough. So try that shit. Talk to yourself. See what happens. Let me know. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you for communicating. We're all communicating. We're all building. What are we building? Well, we're uplifting people, right? We're trying to uplift everything by showing how to deal with our problems, our pain. And that's what we will attract. Because once we actually figure out how to deal with, you know, our pain and actually like, whoa, this is what I've done. I've quit this. I've quit sugar. I've quit fucking candy, junk food, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. I don't know. I started on the moon diet, and my whole life changed. Google that shit. Moon diet, werewolf diet. It's some real shit. Like, you gotta fast, but people are like, I can't eat for 24 hours. It's 24 hours, man. We're not meant to eat fucking constantly. We're not even meant to eat anything a lot. I mean, we're not even meant, we're like pigs. We're pigs in America here. This is a piggy town. You don't need all that shit. Anyway, that's a whole other story. I've just mentioned 3 other fucking stories, so I'm gonna break out and do this shit. I'll see you real soon. Thank you for commenting, contacting, going here and there and there, whatever. Everything's in the description below, whatever you need to know. And chat live. We're going to do a live segment. Let me know when the best time to do a live segment so we can all gather here and talk. Comment and talk and share. I love you guys. I'll see you soon.